Hello guys, this is Timur Bek, one of the IELTS instructors at IELTS Zone. So here I like to share some tips on how to do reading, how to read an article so that you can get most out of that article. So alright, let's get started then. So first, what I do is what I suggest you to do that you should read an article for the first time, right? Just try to understand. Don't use any dictionary, all right? Just guess the meaning of these words. Because imagine like you're in the real exam, right? And you'll not be given any dictionaries, you'll not be given anything. So this stage helps you to guess the meaning of the words out of context without any dictionaries, without any help. So here you just read, try to understand, don't use any dictionary, just guess the meaning. Then when you read for the second time, you should read and understand, and here you should use your dictionary and write down all the unknown words. By all the unknown words, I mean the words that will be useful for you, right? With their correct definition. So here most students have questions. Should I write all the words, or the words that I should know, or the words that I want to know, or and then etc., right? So I think personally that you should write the words that you think will be useful for you in the future, because if you write the word that you're not going to use, then anyway you're going to forget easily. So there are lots of words that I come across in the reading passage, but I don't learn them by heart. But here is the most important part. Even if you don't learn them by heart actively, you should look through their definition just to understand, all right? Just to understand, because they appear most of the time. I mean, they may appear again, and at that time, at least you know the meaning of the word, even if you didn't learn that word actively. So, and then you should learn all those words by heart. So, read the text, write the words with the correct definition, and learn them all by heart. So then you should read for the third time and try to enjoy the article and understand it. So after this, just revise the words. Revise the words and try to learn them, like trying to make them perfectly learned. Then, so the same applies even here. Read the passage to enjoy and understand and revise the words. But here is the most important part that improves both your reading and comprehension skill. So you should retell the passage to yourself in front of the mirror. It both improves your articulation, right? Like gestures, how you can use your body language if you retell it in front of the mirror. But most importantly, it improves your speaking and the ability to express yourself to another person. So I strongly advise this one to people who really want to kind of improve themselves and improve their speaking even. So, and last, you should read the passage for the fifth time for speed, because in IELTS exam you're given, as you know, 1 hour for 3 reading passages, and you're going to have 40 questions to answer. And speed reading ability, even though some of the people say it's a myth, I think they may not be kind of speed reading ability, but there is kind of reading speed that you have, right? So you should improve that speed if you want to get a higher score in IELTS reading. So this is what you should do. You should read that article or anything that you want to get most out of that thing at least 5 times, and actively learn the words. And I'm going to tell something about even learning the words. So after the second stage, most students spend like days on learning the words, right? I think that's incorrect. I think personally you should at least, revise those words 10 or at most like 15 times, and then that's it. If you couldn't learn, then start reading the article anyway, because the best way to learn the words is learning them in the real context. In the past, I used to spend a lot of time on the second stage to learn the words, and I got easily bored because it's really hard to learn the words, right? But then I found out that it's even better, more effective both in terms of time and in terms of kind of being remembered, right? Efficiency, that I should just revise the words 5, 10, or at most 15 times at after the second stage, with the correct definition, with the example, right? And then I should start reading the passage for the third time. And then after that, revise the words 5 times, and then read for the fourth time, revise the words for 5 times, and then hopefully you will have learned all the words. And one more thing that I can add to be more precise, I mean, to give a better picture, right? So usually, I mean, I'd prefer to do these two stages, I mean, reading for the first time and reading for the third time and trying to learn all the words at night before I sleep, because whenever I'm sleeping, I think that there is some kind of cognitive process going on in my mind that is helping me to learn all the words, maybe, or that is trying to make that passage a bit more understandable. That's why I try to do them at night. I mean, by at night, I mean a day before, right? And then the next day I'll do these states, and because I think learning words requires time. Still, it requires some time to sink, for those words to sink in your brain. That's why that's my advice, actually. So this is about how to read an article.